Lowe, and because of popular demand on the first video where I took you through the Digitech hr2 HarmonyMan intelligent harmonizer pitch shifter, I decided to go a little more in depth in this video into that particular unit and how it works with my other effects and the types of sounds and the functions it gives you. For my demo, it's going to be my standard pedal board setup of the Buddy Guy Wah. The compressor is going to be on at all times. I'll be using the Digitech HarmonyMan for all the harmonies. The distortion is going to be provided by the Blackstar HT Dual, and then I'll have a couple of other effects over here to add delay, and probably won't do a lot with modulation, so I'll try to keep my signal as time-based effects free as I can for you, but I'm going to have a little delay just because I'm picky about it. First off, the big red box right here is the Digitech HarmonyMan, and it's probably one of the most intelligent pitch shifters that I've ever used. And I've owned the Boss, and I still have an Ibanez HD 1500 Plus and an Ibanez HD 1500 from the old school days, which, if you guys remember, everyone had them in their acts, from Luke III to the guys in Def Leppard, but they weren't diatonic harmonizers. For you guys who are in the music theory, you know that diatonic means moving in a scale pattern where it actually puts your 2s, 3s, 6s as minors. One thing about the pedal that's really nice is you don't have to know music theory to use it. But being a musician, you should know music theory, and this will help you kind of get a grasp on it a little bit. Some of the basic features on the back are an input, a distortion pedal loop. You also have a side chain that you can plug a rhythm guitarist into with a phase switch, and of course your mono left and right for stereo outputs. On the top of the pedal, which you're probably looking at it upside down, but you see two windows that show me exactly where my harmonies are. Underneath those two windows I have a voice 1 and voice 2 control. Beside the two windows with the voice controls, I have a chromatic tuner, and this tuner also lets me see exactly what key I'm playing in when I set my harmony. Then I have a Music IQ feature, the store feature, and of course my input knob, and 4 little LEDs underneath that allow me to save 4 different presets in the slots that I choose. So real quick, I'm going to run you through the presets that I've got set up on the pedal, and it's pretty simple to use. First off, to access the tuner, which is the important part of any piece of gear, I like to say to a lot of guitar players, see that big black box in the corner that says Peterson on it? Plug into it and see what it does. It's really cool. It has blinking lights and everything. But my first pedal allows me to turn the effect off or on. And if I hold it, it takes me into my tuning function. Now, I'm tuned to half step down, which did not confuse the tuner whatsoever, and it'll show me that I'm actually playing an E flat note instead of giving me an E and showing it on the flat side of things, which is really nice. Plus, you can actually see it on a very dim lit stage or a stage that has a ton of Vari-lights flashing down on you. And it mutes it while you're tuning. Now, I can also turn the effect off and on, and then the other pedal allows me to select which preset I've already got loaded. Let me kill that distortion here for a sec. And it also allows me to strum the guitar to select the key that I'm going to be playing in, which is a really, really cool feature. Another feature of this delay that or harmonizer that I thought was really happening is the fact that, as opposed to setting the key, I can use the Music IQ, which allows me to have a guitar player, a rhythm guitar player, plug in through the loop, and I can also send a signal back out to the board but it then changes my harmonies when he changes keys. So if I've got it set up to play in G and he goes to a C, my harmony notes will automatically change and play in the right scale. So I'm going to take you through a couple of presets that I've got set up on here, and then we'll play with a couple of things. So the first one I want to show you, which is really cool, is I've set up just a standard almond. Okay, so to take you through some of the functions of songs that you know, right now I've got it set in the key of A flat because I'm going to be playing in A, and once again, Tempting Disaster, tunes down, half steps, basically because I can't sing all the high notes, so I can hit them, like that. But there's a song called Jessica by the Allman Brothers, which is a little bit... So you've got the rhythm guitar player playing that, and then I would come in with... To show you how easy it is to set the key on this, I'm going to do another Allman Brothers tune, and this one's going to be in the key of G. So what I do is I go over here to my hold strum function, hold it down, hit my key, and as you can see it showed me G flat in the window because I'm tuned down half step. And let's see if we remember this one. This was a neat lick. HarmonyMan. Really cool because the pedal also tracks every bend that I do. So let's do that one a little slower to show you how the pedal tracks. Another setting that I really like, and I've got this set up in the key of A, is the fact that I can add two voices to it. So this one I have a third lower than my original note, and I also have a fifth higher than my original note. Works out good for Western swing type playing on a song like Milk Cow Blues. It's also really good for your Brian May Queen sounding stuff. Another feature that it has is some detuning, and you can actually set your voices to be minors, harmonic minors, octaves, and you can do that just by turning your little knobs over here. So let's say that I want to go in. So what I've done now is I've set it an octave low on one, and then the fifth above, and you can hear that it now adds an octave, and I can turn that other voice completely off and just get the octave. Real good for baritone sound and stuff. Another feature on this pedal that I dearly love is it has a detuner on it. Now I've got the detuner set up in both areas so that it gives me a really, really nice chorus. That's really, really nice, really lush. Occasionally I use it instead of my other coarse pedal that I use. Another function that it has is it has a distortion loop. Why is this important? Well, if I were to physically place the Black Star in front of the HarmonyMan, it wouldn't track right because of the overtones the distortion's putting on my signal. If I were to put it precisely after the HarmonyMan, it wouldn't sound right because of the overtones that the distortion is adding, once again, to the signal coming out. So they fixed this problem by adding a loop, and whether you want to use amp distortion or a separate distortion pedal, you can either run that loop through your effects loop, or you can plug a distortion pedal in, and when you do that, it sounds a little something like this right here. So it's been a really, really fun pedal, and it's been a pedal that has really opened up what I can do on stage, especially with twin guitar parts, and it sounds really natural, and I can't say enough good things about the pedal. It doesn't take up near the space on my pedal board, and I don't have to worry about carrying around a rack with an Eventide or an Ibanez in it. So I highly suggest the HarmonyMan by Digitech. I'm Brian Lowe. Everybody have a great Christmas.